in there. I'm pooping, diarrhea. He running with the bucket. He didn't spill any of it, thank God. And I just like it was. I don't even know what I was throwing up at this point. Probably is. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a story time about the time your girl got food poisoning at her school. Like something wasn't right that day. Like I got really sick. Like I was throwing up. So if you don't like hearing throwing up, whatever, because I'm making the sound, I'm gonna be reenacting the whole thing. Like I don't have any pictures, but I have a story to tell, so I'm gonna tell it right now. Let's get started. Okay, so this was either in 10th and 11th grade. I really can't remember. I think it's 10th grade. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure it's in 10th grade. So it's 10th grade. It's around January because I remember, I had some events that time. So that's why I remember. It's January and I wake up on the bus. I'm feeling good. It's a good day. The sun is out a little bit. It's January, so it's a little cold, but it's not like February cold, like when it really starts to get like winter type. You know what I mean? So I wake up, I get dressed, I'm having a good day. I usually don't eat breakfast at school. I either eat breakfast at school or I just don't eat and wait till lunch. But this morning, I'm like, you know what? I'm hungry. It was a tough day yesterday. I didn't really get to eat, whatever the case was. So I'm like, all right, let me get some breakfast. So I go on the line. This day, my boyfriend was in school, but I had went home early because I got sick and everything. So I didn't really see him all throughout the day, but I told him that I was not feeling well. So I get there in the morning, go on the line. There's a choice between yogurt and pancakes. So the yogurt, it don't always bust because sometimes yogurt, like, you gotta keep it at a certain temperature. You gotta make sure, like, you know what I mean? So I wasn't feeling the yogurt that morning. So I'm like, let me get some pancakes. Looking at the pancakes, something is telling me, like, I'm not really, like, just me looking at it, I'm like, I'm not really hungry, but, I'm gonna eat the pancakes. I have to eat something. And the yogurt was not looking busting. So I get the pancakes. I'm just looking at them, I'm like, you know what? If I get sick, I get sick. But the sick that I was thinking about, I was thinking, like, I probably get, like, a stomach ache or I just get nauseous. But the way that I was sick, like, that's not what I was expecting. So I get the pancakes, I eat them, I'm fine. And it's about 30 minutes. I'm texting my boyfriend, like, I don't really feel good. Like, I wasn't trying to go home because I don't want to be that girl, like, oh, she just wants to go home because whatever. Like, I didn't want to be like that. Plus, at the time, I like school. It's about third period, I guess. So about probably anywhere from 9 to 10, somewhere around that time. I'm thinking I'm about to get my period or I'm just hungry again. I don't know, because it's been like about an hour or two since I ate the thing. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'm just hungry. I'll wait till lunch. No, I couldn't even sit in class. I had to tell her, like, I'm going to the nurse. I told them I could throw up. My teacher's like, go. Like, they just sent me out. They don't care. I was a good kid, so they don't care where I went. I used to be gone for the whole period. They didn't say a word to me because they knew. They didn't really care. So I had left for the entire period. And I am in the bathroom at this point. I feel the throw up, like, sitting in my stomach. I feel like wanting to come up. But me, I'm like extremely scared of throwing up. So I'm on the dirty bathroom floor. I just put my jacket on the floor because I was not sitting on that nasty floor. I put my jacket that I was wearing on the floor, and I had to just kind of like trying to force myself to throw up. It would not come up. Like, it would not come up. Like, I was so scared. I was shaking in there, and the period was about to end. So mind you, I was in there for a good 30 minutes. Like, the monitor didn't come and check me. Like, they don't care about me, so whatever. But I was in there for a good 30 minutes. And I'm like, yo, like, I'm scared. Like, at this point, my phone's dying. And the bathroom, the Wi-Fi in the bathroom is terrible. Like, you can barely even get, like, a bar in there. So I'm like, I can't do anything because I feel like if I move, I'm going to throw up. But it's not coming up in the toilet. So I'm not that type to want to, like, just get up. And if I know I'm sick, I'm going to stay put. So I don't go throwing up everywhere. So I don't go disturbing peace. People say, oh, she threw up. I stayed in my place until it came up. So I sit there for another, like, 10, 20 minutes. At this point, the lady that was checking the bathrooms didn't even come to lock it or whatever. I don't know if she locked it. I don't know if she knew I was in there and left me alone. I don't know what she thought was going on, but she never came to check up on me. I end up getting up. I'm just like really, really, really nauseous just from getting up alone. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go sit down somewhere. Maybe I'm hungry. I have a snack in my bag. So I leave the bathroom. The lady just looks at me all confused, like, yeah, I was in there for the whole period and then some, and you was sitting on your butt doing nothing, but you know, that's your business. That's not my job. So I go sit down in this little area near my auditorium, and I have chips and juice in my bag. Red Doritos, to be specific, and a Capri Sun. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'm just hungry. Maybe, you know, my period is messing with me because I didn't have it at the time. So I was like, I don't know, maybe it's just coming because, you know, when I get my periods, I start feeling sick and nauseous and stuff. So I was like, maybe it's just that. Maybe I should just drink water, calm down, chew some gum, some salt under my tongue. And yeah, so I pull out my chips and then I start eating it, and I feel nasty. Like, I feel like I'm gonna just throw it up. Like, I just can't hold it down. Like, I'm burping. It's just, no. I tried drinking my juice. The juice was fine, but the Doritos specifically was just killing me. So I'm like, this is not it. So I'm like, you know what, let me just go to the nurse, tell her what's going on, and then take my ass home because I'm not feeling good. So I get to the nurse, I tell her what's going on, and she's calling my mom. And as she's calling my mom, I feel like I'm about to like just let it all out. So I run to the nurse's bathroom, and I can barely even shut the damn door. The door is halfway open, or like a quarter way open, and I'm just throwing up. And I feel like why that happened was because the Doritos like set it off. And I'm like, why am I so sick? What's going on? I'm thinking it's blood pressure, blood sugar, something. That's what I'm thinking about. The whole time, like, it was some pancakes. I already knew from when I threw up, because I never throw up. I probably throw up like once a year. Maybe, like, I rarely, if I throw up, I have to be either really sick or ate something and I'm really hot. That's when I'll throw up, but I don't throw up at all. So I'm sitting there, I'm shaking, literally shaking, because I'm scared. I don't like throwing up. I don't like seeing it. I don't like smelling it. It should smell like pancakes and milk. And the more I smell it and the more I see it, the more it comes up. I'm just like embarrassed. So I'm trying to flush it. With my luck, did it flush? No, it wasn't flushing. So I have to call my nurse. Me and my nurse are like this. Shout out to Nurse Amy. Love you. Like, I love that woman. So she came in, she had flushed it for me. I don't know why I was flushing it wrong. Maybe the nervousness just made me think that it didn't work. I don't know what it was, but she came in and flushed it for me. She looked in the toilet and then she flushed it for me. And then I got up feeling, you know, woozy crazy. So I sat in the little office, or the little room where you lay down and stuff, and I had a bucket. I had like a garbage can over me just because I needed to throw up. So I'm sitting there, I'm like really scared because I never felt like this before. I'm like, what is this? Like, it's giving pregnancy. Like, what's going on? Like, am I okay? So I'm sitting there, I'm like, it's the pancakes. I'm like, this has to be food poisoning. So my mom comes, and she's probably thinking it's something else. Food poisoning is not in her mind, but that's the first thing that came in my mind. Me talking about it right now is making my stomach like turn. Like, that's how bad it was. So my stomach is hurting. I'm in the car at this point on my way home. When I was walking to the car, I felt like I was about to drop. Like, with my mom, she didn't know how serious and like severe it was, because I was literally shaking. Like, I was just, it was bad. And I felt like I'm about to throw up. I already know this car ride for me is gonna be like really hard, because me even getting up and walking, I felt like I was gonna throw up. So I'm like, if I throw up in this woman's car, she gonna be mad. I mean, it's my mom. She's not gonna be mad, but she's gonna be like, dang, you gonna throw up in the car, couldn't wait. The drive from my house, from my high school to my house is like 8-7 minutes. So I'm sitting there, like, that 8-7 minutes felt like an hour. I'm sitting there, I'm like covering my mouth just in case it come up. I'm holding my stomach, trying to rub my stomach down. Like, I'm holding it down for myself. Like, I'm holding it down. You know what I mean? I'm like trying to just wait till I get home. And you know, that drive, like I said, felt like it was forever. So we finally get home, and I know it's coming. Like, I know it's coming. The ride just felt extra bumpy today for some reason. Like, I don't know. Like, I walked outside, it was gloomy. The ride home was bumpy. It was sad. Like, it was just terrible. I couldn't even talk in the car. That's how sick I felt. I felt like if it was like talk, I'd throw up. So I'm walking out the car to get home, and I feel it, like it's like right here, like about to come up. Like, I can't even go in my room and drop my stuff down. I had to go immediately to the bathroom, and I just started throwing up. It was so bad. I'm glad I waited till I got home, because if I had thrown up that much in the car, she would have to hose the whole thing down, because it was a lot. It was bad, and it was just it wasn't giving what it was supposed to have gave. I'm sitting in the bathroom for another 5-10 minutes. My mom has to go back to work. She can't take care of me. She can't wait for me to feel 100% better. It's like she has to go to work. So I'm sitting there, I'm touching my boyfriend, I'm laying down. I get myself a bucket. I try to eat something. I try to eat an ice pop. 5 minutes after that, it just comes right back up. You know, no, it was just terrible. So I'm sitting up there. I'm like, I'm not feeling good. I'm really not feeling good. Like, I feel like I'm about to die. Like, it was that bad. So I get up thinking I have to like pee or something. I'm just TMI, but I'm diarrhea, just flushing out my system. I felt skinny. I felt like a little skinny girl. But I felt like for real. Like, I really felt sick to my stomach. So at this point, I'm thrown up. I got diarrhea. It's a pattern. They doing tag team. You know what I mean? And I'm the ring. You know, so it's too much for me at this point. So it's like 1:30 to 1:50 around this time, I'm guessing. I have my phone, I have my bucket. I'm trying to take sips of water, but it just keeps coming back up. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired, I'm dehydrated, I'm finna go to sleep. So I text my boyfriend, I tell him to come over, take care of me, you know, just be here for me so I can just not be alone. So we're here, we're chilling, I'm feeling sick. I'm feeling like I'm gonna throw up again. Like, I'm just crying. I'm going through it. He's there trying to help. Like, you know, you can't really help because you just gotta get it out. You gotta let your body do what it's doing, let it get rid of all the things in there. And that's what was happening. So I'm laying down, you know, we're cuddling, watching TV, just trying to get my mind off me feeling like I'm about to die. And I feel my stomach like, I'm like, get the bucket. And he didn't hear me, so I said it again. But when I said it, a little bit like kind of came out, but it was on my shirt. So it wasn't like I just threw up everywhere, it just came out on my shirt. Got the bucket, started throwing up. And I felt like I had to use the bathroom again. So I put the bucket down, I went to the bathroom. It's like water, like just poop and whatever in my stomach. In the toilet floating like water. It was crazy. It was bad. Like, I was running everywhere. The room smelled like throw up. Like, it was just, it wasn't a good situation to be in. That's all I gotta say. So I went to the bathroom. I'm, you know, got diarrhea. He's in there with me, just, you know, holding my hand, just wiping the sweat off my face, just being supportive as he always is. So I'm sitting there. I feel like I'm about to throw up. So I'm like, go get the bucket, go get the bucket, go get the bucket. The bucket's in my room. He's trying to run, but he don't want to spill he don't want to spill the vomit that's in the bucket. So I'm in there. I'm pooping, diarrhea. He running with the bucket. He didn't spill any of it, thank God. And I just like it was. I don't even know what I was throwing up at this point because I felt like I had thrown up everything. So I'm like, what am I throwing up? I hate throwing up, so I'm sitting there shaking. I'm cold. I'm thirsty. I'm just throwing up, and it was just a terrible thing. So I never got to put him on to what happened. So I'm telling him while I'm on the toilet, I'm like, I ate the pancakes, made me sick, he's furious, I'm mad, I'm about to sue that school's done, my little 10th grade mind. I was thinking like, I don't know, I was like 15 or 16 at the time. I was probably 16 or about to turn 16. I was like, I'm tired of school, they bummed, they got me sick, I'm suing, I'm about to get, like, y'all already know, that's just how I am. So, yeah, I was sitting there, I was like, you know what, this is not giving. Like, my mom, like, she not gonna take the initiative to just sue the school because I got food poisoning. She just gonna make sure that I'm okay. So that was her main concern, I guess, that I was okay. And the school, I just never ate them pancakes again. Like, I never ate no pancakes in my school from 10th grade to me just graduating, like last week. I have never touched them pancakes again. I haven't even ate the breakfast unless it was pre-packed. But if it's some stuff they trying to cook up or flip around and make some hybrid pancake BS, no. The next day, I ended up being okay. I went to a basketball tournament with my boyfriend. It was fun. I did feel like I was gonna throw up again, but I kept it down, kept drinking water, stay hydrated, and I was fine. And I threw up again. So, yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm okay now. I mean, of course I'm okay now. That was like 2 years ago. But I took it off my chest. I'm like, you know what? I have to tell my YouTube about this story about the time my school tried to kill me specifically. And I say specifically because there was the last pancake there, and I know why no one wanted them damn last pancakes. The last ones are always the one a little rough. But now I know. Like it video, like it, subscribe. Might be posting next week or later on this week. Who knows? That's it.